One of my favorite submissions is the Kimura. The reason why I like the Kimura so much is there's so many options depending on where you're at. Anytime that you can get that Kimura grip, there's a high likelihood that you can finish. So we want to be hunting for that no matter if we're passing guard, if we're sweeping, or even if we're attacking other submissions, the Kimura can follow on pretty fast. So back to that knee shield position. Right, we're setting everything up with that scissor sweep. They post. I forward bringing this leg over, but they forward roll, so I follow them. Now remember, in the last video we were talking about just taking the sweep, right? So when I'm controlling the elbow, I go across the hip. If that opponent decides to turn in, this hand is coming across. Right? So instead of the hip, right, go for the wrist control right away. Because if they don't react, I'll block the hip first. But if they do react, that arm comes across. I want that arm, right? I have the advantage against this arm because now it's in my field of vision and not my opponent's. If I can see it and they can't see it, I have a high likelihood of finishing. Now, I'm going to control that wrist, right? Once I gain control of that wrist, I'm going to reach over the elbow, grab my own wrist. They might grab their belt or pants. Right, you can count on that. So when I slide down, right, if I want to just finish in side control, right, see how I have this leg posted. This leg posted is going to keep them coming all the way on top. So I need to keep that foot flat and able to drive into them. But in my moment, I'm going to choose to make a dynamic motion. That motion is going to be bringing my chest back. I need to make sure my hands stay connected to my chest so I can break that grip. As soon as I break that grip, I'm scissoring my legs, driving them to the mat. Right, driving all the way over. If I put the elbow on the mat, I can't finish the Kimura. So just enough to step over the head and scoop. Now I'm going to push and turn, looking over my shoulder to help me finish. So one more time. We're back in knee shield. Setting everything up with our scissor sweep. They post. Ompalata. They roll. We just follow them. Now as I'm trying to get my sweep, they start turning in. Trap that wrist right away. See how I drop my chest to his arm? That's going to help me control it. Now reaching over, grabbing my own wrist. If they grab that belt, I'm still going to slide my hip to the ground. I make my dynamic motion of dropping my chest and bringing my hands with me. When I do that, nice and powerful, scissor my legs, driving across. Remember, don't put that arm flat because I won't be able to finish. Big step over the head to help you scoop. Now look over your shoulder, drive that hand towards their head. So here's our second view for that Kimura to help you guys see an extra detail, right? When they turn in, I'm trapping that wrist, dropping my chest. I want to connect my hands. Now when I baseball slide through, keep that back foot posted so they don't roll into you and get on top. Now when I make that dynamic motion, I'm going to bring my chest back, scissor my legs right here. Remember we talked about don't drive them flat. If you drive them flat, I can't finish that. Keep them on their side. Now I can take a big step over to help me finish that Kimura. Now, for those of you that feel like you might have mobility issues and you can't make this big step over, right, you can always just walk and now sit over the head to help you finish. Bring the chest up, look over your shoulder, turn to finish. So you have two options to finish from here. If you have the ability, nice big step, scoop the head. Look over your shoulder to help finish. If you don't feel like you can get that step, just on your knees and toes, walking, step over the head. Really make sure you're pinching the head. When I want to finish, I'm going to posture up. Watch how that elbow is connected to my chest. Big posture. Now I look over my shoulder. Bring the hand at an angle down towards the head. That can help you finish another option for that Kimura.